Alex, hello. Are you listening to me?
Sorry, Sarah. I was practicing my listening. But here's the problem. I understand the podcast, but when I try to speak, my brain freezes.
That's the number one problem English learners tell me about. I can understand, but I can't speak.
Today, we're going to fix that. We're going to practice both listening and speaking together, because understanding is one skill, speaking is another, and you need both.
By the end of this episode, you'll have new vocabulary, better listening skills, and most importantly, the confidence to speak.
Let's train your ears and your mouth together. Welcome back to Speak English with Alex. I'm Alex, and today we're doing something different. We're not just teaching you, we're practicing with you.
And I'm Sarah. Most English lessons focus on one thing: grammar, vocabulary, listening, or speaking. But today, we're combining everything.
Today, you'll learn how to improve your listening comprehension, natural vocabulary for daily conversations, how to respond quickly when someone talks to you, real phrases native speakers use every day, a simple 10-minute daily practice routine.
And we're going to do it through a real conversation between us. You'll listen, you'll learn, and then you will practice.
So put on your headphones, get comfortable, and get ready to listen and speak. Sarah, let me ask you something. Can you learn to play the piano by just watching someone play?
No, you have to actually touch the keys.
Exactly. And English is the same. You can't learn to speak by only listening. You have to open your mouth.
But many learners only listen. Podcasts, videos, music, they listen for hours. Then when someone asks them a question,
nothing comes out. The words are in their head, but their mouth doesn't know how to make the sounds.
So listening and speaking are two different skills?
Yes, listening trains your ear. Speaking trains your mouth. You need both. Today, we're going to train both at the same time.
How?
We're going to have a natural conversation. You'll listen to us, then we'll pause and ask you to respond. Out loud. No typing, no thinking too much, just speaking.
That sounds scary, but exciting.
It's supposed to be a little scary. That's how you grow. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, Sarah, let's have a real conversation about something simple, what we did last weekend. Listeners, listen carefully. Don't try to understand every word. Just listen for the main ideas.
Sounds good. Alex, how was your weekend?
It was relaxing, honestly. I didn't do much. I stayed home, watched a movie, and cooked a big dinner on Sunday.
What movie did you watch?
An old comedy. Nothing serious. I just wanted to laugh. What about you? How was your weekend?
Busy. I went hiking with some friends on Saturday. We walked about 10 kilometers. My legs are still sore.
10 kilometers? That's impressive. Where did you go?
A trail in the mountains, about an hour outside the city. The weather was perfect, sunny, but not too hot.
Did you take any photos?
Tons. I'll show you later. The views were incredible. We could see the whole valley.
Sounds amazing. I need to join you next time.
Definitely. You need to get out of your apartment more.
Fair point. Okay, listeners, that was a real, natural conversation. Now, let's break down what you heard.
Question for you. What did Alex do on the weekend?
Answer: I stayed home, watched a movie, and cooked dinner.
Question 2. What did Sarah do on Saturday?
Answer: she went hiking with friends. They walked 10 kilometers.
Question 3. Why does Alex need to join Sarah next time?
Answer: because he stays in his apartment too much.
If you got those answers, your listening is good. Now let's learn some vocabulary from that conversation.
Let's look at some useful vocabulary from our conversation.
Word number 1, relaxing.
Relaxing means something that helps you rest and feel calm. My weekend was relaxing. I find music relaxing.
Word number 2, sore.
Sore means your muscles hurt from exercise. My legs are sore. I feel sore after the gym.
Word number 3, trail.
A trail is a path for walking, especially in nature. We walked on a mountain trail. The trail was beautiful.
Word number 4, incredible.
Incredible means amazing, hard to believe. The views were incredible. You have an incredible voice.
Word number 5, fair point.
Fair point means you agree with someone's criticism or opinion. You need to exercise more. Fair point, I do.
Word number 6, tons.
Tons means a lot. I took tons of photos. I have tons of homework.
Let's practice using these words. I'll give a sentence with a blank. You fill it.
After hiking, my legs feel...
Sore. Good.
The view from the mountain was...
Incredible. Yes.
I didn't do much this weekend. It was very...
Relaxing. Perfect.
You have... of experience. You've been learning for years.
Tons. Great job.
Now it's your turn to speak. Don't just think the answer. Say it out loud, even if you're alone.
Question 1. What did you do last weekend? Answer in one sentence. Start with, last weekend I...
Good. Now, question 2. Did you do anything relaxing or exciting?
Question 3. What's something you did that made you feel happy?
Question 4. Use the word sore in a sentence about exercise.
Question 5. Use the word incredible to describe something you saw recently.
Beautiful. You just spoke English for almost a minute. That's how you improve, one sentence at a time.
Now, let me give you a challenge. I'm going to ask you a question. You need to answer with more than one sentence. Tell me a short story.
Question. Tell me about the best meal you had recently. What was it? Where did you eat it? Who were you with?
Fantastic. If you answered that, you're already getting better at speaking.
Now, let's learn some real phrases that native speakers use every day. These will make you sound natural.
Phrase number 1. Tell me about it.
This doesn't mean explain it to me. It means I agree with you completely and I have the same problem.
Example. Work is so busy today.
Tell me about it. I haven't had a break.
Phrase number 2. I know, right?
This also shows strong agreement. The weather is beautiful. I know, right? Perfect day.
Phrase number 3. You're not wrong.
This means you are correct. It's a casual way to agree. This coffee is cold. You're not wrong.
Phrase number 4. Fair enough.
This means I accept what you're saying even if I don't fully agree. I can't come to the party. Fair enough, maybe next time.
Phrase number 5. No worries.
This means it's okay, don't apologize. Sorry I'm late. No worries, traffic is bad today.
Phrase number 6. Same here.
This means me too. I'm tired today. Same here, I didn't sleep well.
Let's practice. I'll say something, you respond with one of these phrases.
I'm so hungry. Same here, or tell me about it.
Sorry, I forgot your book.
No worries.
I can't stay late today.
Fair enough. See you tomorrow.
This test is really difficult.
Tell me about it, or I know, right?
Perfect. These small phrases make a big difference in sounding natural.
Now, let me give you a simple daily routine. Just 10 minutes a day. Anyone can do this.
Minute 1 to 2, listen.
Listen to 1 minute of an English podcast or video. Don't try to understand everything. Just listen.
Minute 3 to 4, repeat.
Pause after each sentence. Repeat it out loud. Copy the pronunciation and rhythm.
Minute 5 to 6, answer.
Answer simple questions about what you heard. What was the topic? How did the person feel?
Minute 7 to 8, vocabulary.
Write down 2 to 3 new words or phrases. Say them out loud 5 times.
Minute 9 to 10, speak.
Talk about the topic for 1 minute. Record yourself on your phone. Listen back.
That's it. 10 minutes every day. You will improve.
The secret is consistency, not hours, just daily practice. Now, let's have one more conversation, but this time you are part of it. I'll ask you questions. Answer out loud.
Question 1, what's your name?
Question 2. Where are you from?
Question 3, why are you learning English?
Question 4. What's the hardest part of English for you?
Question 5, what's your favorite way to practice English?
Question 6. What will you do after this video?
You just had a conversation in English. Be proud of yourself.
I want to tell you something. When I started learning English, I was terrified to speak. I would practice listening for hours, but my mouth wouldn't move.
What changed?
I realized that speaking is a muscle. You have to exercise it every day, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you make mistakes.
And the mistakes? They're not failures. They're proof that you're trying.
So here's our challenge. Today, spend 10 minutes practicing. Listen, repeat, answer, speak. Just 10 minutes.
Tomorrow, do it again. In 1 month, you will be a different English speaker.
If this video helped you, please subscribe. Hit that button. Join our family of learners who practice every day.
And leave a comment. Tell us one thing you will do to practice today. I will repeat after Alex. I will answer the questions. We'll read every single one.
I'll start. I will practice speaking for 10 minutes today, even if I make mistakes.
I'll go. I will listen to one podcast and repeat 5 sentences out loud.
Share this video with someone who needs to start speaking. They've been listening too long.
Next week, we're talking about something every learner struggles with: how to stop translating in your head. Think directly in English.
That's the final boss of English learning.
We'll help you beat it.
Until next time, my friend, keep listening, keep speaking. You are getting better every single day.
Keep practicing. Keep growing. We believe in you.
Bye-bye.